Hey, I want to make a quick scent notes video today just to talk about the new release of Madame Chouteau. This year I decided to change it up a little bit. After a few years of living with it, I was still happy with what I originally made, but I kind of had some ideas, had some thoughts on how to maybe improve it, or even not necessarily improve, I guess, but do something different with it. And so I was experimenting, had a few changes, and I wanted to make something that was more kind of expansive, something that was just really just had a lot more juxtaposition in it. I know it's probably a drinking game at this point to hear me say the word juxtaposition, but I think that's really important in fragrances that I think are interesting, to have something that counteracts each other. With Madame Chouteau, it was really a thick, dense fragrance, a lot of things that kind of felt like they were on the same page and pulling together. And I wanted to do something that was just had kind of more length to it, that evolved a little bit more. So I started off with the top notes. I removed most of the apricot and I added, let's say, a cubeba. I hope that's how you say it. It's a lemony note, but also has a little bit of woodiness underneath it. So it's not just a straight candy lemon. It's more, it's kind of like, it comes from some shrubbery and some floral type of bush. So it's kind of, you're going to get a little bit more green to it, and it's kind of like a green wood combined with lemon. So it goes really well fits in with the sandalwood note. I have that Mysore sandalwood in there. So it fits in there with it really well. And then another difference between the original Madame Chouteau and the new one is that it's going to have, instead of orange blossom, you have Osmanthus absolute. So Osmanthus is going to be peachy and kind of floral, obviously, but so that's going to go really well as a to counteract the jasmine, which is a little bit thicker and richer. I think the osmanthus has that facet to it, which also goes really well with the, let's say, cubeba. But on the other hand, it also has a leathery tinge to it, which goes in with the passion pearl. Again, I hope that's how you say it. Oud that I really love. It's a deep, rich oud that I think goes really well in this composition, but also goes well with the osmanthus because it has a leathery note that they kind of share together. That also kind of plays off into the Mousse de St. Louis, which is my version of Mousse de Saxe, which is going to have like a labdanum, vanilla, and isobutylquinoline, which is a very leathery note as well, and kind of a green leather. So it goes really well with all these things. So all these things work in tandem. You're going to get a lot more. And then also in the base, instead of ambergris, I used a musk ketone, which is sweet and really diffusive. So it makes things even bigger, and it helps kind of pull the notes apart. So I think it just really helps it become just this bigger composition than it ever was. Instead of being like a tight, dense ball, it's kind of a big thing where you can kind of feel the evolution a little bit more. So it starts off with that, let's say, cubeba, and then we're going to kind of go down into the jasmine and the osmanthus. And as we kind of evolve through that, you're going to get to that base with the Mysore sandalwood essential oil. We're going to have that Mousse de St. Louis, that Prussian pearl oud, and then throughout ever present is going to be that ketone musk, which is going to be just sweet, and it goes really well with everything, like especially that Mousse de St. Louis accord. So it just makes everything bigger. So I think this is a really exciting evolution. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Everybody who has tried it so far has really enjoyed it. So available now, you can enter the lottery for one of the 25 bottles through American Perfumer. Just email me or message me, or message Dave or email Dave at American Perfumer. Going to be 25 bottles. There's going to be a lottery on March 16th, so get in before that to draw to see who can purchase one if there's more than 25 people interested. We are going to be sending it out shortly after that. Again, I'm pretty excited, trying something different. I think after a few years, it's kind of nice to change things up. And it's something that I think that over the past few years as well, I've just kind of changed and evolved, and I think I wanted to bring in some of the things I've really just brought into practice into this new composition. So it has a lot of the same bones. It's not something totally different. It's the structure is the same. It just has a much different look to it. So Yeah, we'll be getting that. We got the entries open now, so just get in touch, and I'm really excited to share that with you. Thanks.